I was traveling recently. It wasn't like that. It was a very early start. I stayed in a hotel by the airport. I remember my alarm clock waking me. I grabbed bags and hurriedly caught a bus from the hotel to the airport. There were lots of people. It took a long time to clear security and check bags. Eventually I made it to the gate to learn the news that the flight was delayed. I sat and waited and waited and waited. Eventually we were called to board the plane. The usual safety announcements happened, and then we waited further until there was an announcement that said, unfortunately, our technicians have been working tirelessly on this aircraft and they've now deemed that it's not fit to fly. Our service staff will help you disembark and reroute you accordingly. Sighs of "are you kidding me" and much ruder comments filled the cabin. As we left, I retracked my steps, everything in reverse, made my way to the airline desk to learn the news that all the flights for that day had left and that we would have to return to the hotel, stay overnight and come back tomorrow. I remember sitting on the bus going back to the hotel thinking, I'd been traveling for 9 hours and yet I had gone nowhere. Life can feel like this sometimes. I often hear people say they're exhausted. Rarely do people tell me they are fulfilled. Have you had those days when you work hard, go to lots of places, are really active, and then as you fall into bed exhausted, feel like you didn't achieve a thing? Or those winter days when you go to work or school in the dark, return in the dark, and then struggle to remember what you actually did in between. It's like you're existing, but not really living. You're busy, but going nowhere. Jesus gets it, and he speaks into it. He recognized that life for many was hard and dissatisfying, and that most people weren't truly fulfilled. In contrast, Jesus said, I have come that you would have life and have it to the full. What does that mean? He never promised an easy, pain-free life. For him, fullness was not circumstantial. Life to the full was found in him. In my life, there have been many moments when circumstances have been incredibly hard. Bereavements, financial challenges, and people who I believed were friends walking away at times without warning. None of these times felt fulfilling if the gauge that measures fulfillment is simply a happiness meter. But to Jesus, fulfillment was never rooted in our circumstances. Jesus' own life was hard. His family weren't wealthy, numerous people didn't like him, and he endured the horrors of crucifixion. During my toughest times, I remember praying, God, help me, heal me, strengthen me. And he did. He didn't fix my problems. I wish he would at times. No, he journeyed them with me. He gave me peace when circumstantially there was pain. There is something incredibly beautiful about pain and peace existing at the same time. When we invite Jesus into all of our life, the good times and the times of pain, life is more fulfilling. I wouldn't want it any other way.